when you get a meeting for a writer's room, you don't need to know how the writer's room works because each room is different. Take away sort of like what you think the writer's room is in terms of like luxury. It is a job. You clock in. So you clock in, you sit in a pre-COVID windowless room surrounded by cork boards with, it's funny, like the writer's room actually is why I buy so many index cards, with just like index cards just like posted all over. It's like really maddening. What we're doing as a team is we're just trying to figure out, what does the season feel like? What does it look like? And again, context, right? I'm not working in a network CBS procedural. This is like artsy horror. We're just talking, right? Like I thought I was just talking about just like how weird I think like priests are. And then I said something in the room and it literally became like the thing for the season. Being in the Castle Rock writer's room, like it was not easy for me because I was new. So I was still learning, and you know, my anxiety was like at an intense high, right? But I look back and I'm like, I'm really proud of what I did. You know, I finished my first room and I learned a new genre. And I'm proud of that. When you're in a writer's room, it's not about you. It's about the showrunner's vision. And every showrunner is going to figure out how they're going to build their team and do that. But the thing is like, if you are in a writer's room, you're bringing your perspective and your gifts, but it's not about you. You got to check your ego, and you have to figure out a way to give your showrunner the best quality product that you can give them. That's your job. That is your only job. You get assigned an episode from your showrunner. When you join a writer's room, you're not necessarily group writing, you're group pitching. So we're pitching out the episodes, we're pitching out the season, but then we all get to write our episodes, if that makes sense. So it's not like I'm sitting there watching episode 10 being like, oh no, they stole my joke or something. It doesn't matter. What matters is that I helped the room with the pitches. I helped the room with the general feel of what we all want. Go with the flow, because you really actually don't know what the room's gonna be like until you get there. I watch a ton of TV, but I read a lot of books. I love the news, you know, like I take breaks from social media, right? Like I'm not always in the business, like really consider your own psychology. Like when I say I have a therapist, I'm being really honest with you. I have a therapist, okay? Like I have set aside money for fiscal year 2020 for this person that helps me with my brain. Like when Corey Jefferson, you know, thanked his therapist at the Emmys, he wasn't joking. Generals are definitely like first dates, right? So you're just sitting in front of somebody and you're really getting to know them. You're not making big grand statements. You're not, you are ideally not like talking marriage quite yet, but you're just getting to know this person, their production company, their network. You're getting to know their voice. They're getting to know your voice. If your sample is great, and if people just kind of latch onto it, you know, you're gonna get a lot of meetings, and you know, some are great, some are okay, and some are just necessary. You know, like there are certain like big people in town that they need to know who you are. There's so much turnover that, you know, there'll be new execs that you need to meet, that need to read your work. So in a general, if I'm sitting down in front of somebody virtually or in person, they have read my play. They have read my work before sitting down with me, or their assistant has read their work. But I feel like the people that I've sat down with have actually physically read my work or gotten a pretty good summary from their assistants. Anytime you're taking a general or a meeting, you're planting seeds.